What's up, guys? It's Nick back again with another video, and today I am discussing the CoverBuddy from Switch Easy, which is a iPad and Apple Pencil case. You got to throw that in there because that's a key component of it. I've recently did a video on a iPhone case. It's an ultra thin case from Paper Case. It's a great ultra thin case, and as most of you know, I do not like really cases on anything. I don't use them on my iPhones or my iPads typically. So if I do use one, it needs to be an ultra thin one that doesn't get in the way. It needs to be nice and thin, like I said, and lets you kind of still feel the actual component and not the case. That's important to me. One big issue that the new iPad Pro, or that I have with the new iPad Pro, is there's no place to put your pencil. So I kind of keep it in my briefcase. This thing is always popping off. I'm always scared to death I'm going to lose it. And although I have the Apple keyboard and it kind of covers it up, Switch Easy came up with this CoverBuddy, and I think it's a great idea, and I'll tell you why. But first, let's unbox this. They sent me two different colors, and I have to say, I'll get into a little later, but I love this case so much that I might order a third color. There's four different colors again that I'll get to a little bit after, but pretty basic case, nothing too exciting. Patent pending Apple Pencil holder. Again, that's a huge part of it I'll get into. Elevated sketch stand, interchangeable faceplate, smart keyboard compatible, another big thing. Apple Pencil charging compatible, that's another big thing. I know this thing is 1.5 millimeters thin, which is pretty darn thin for an iPad case. I don't know if I'm sure there are ones that are thinner, but not one that I've seen. So there it is, the thinnest possible casing while providing strong protection. Anyway, some other things I'll get into here in a little bit, but that's pretty much it for this case. We'll get it to the side here. Let me throw this Star Wars stuff aside. So it just comes kind of with this cardboard cover for it. Nothing too exciting. A little bit of warranty information. This is the interchangeable face plate that if you don't have a Apple Pencil, you can put this instead of where the Apple Pencil holds. And then your little nice little branding, cleaning cloth there. All right, and this is the case. This is again one of the colors I have, and I like it. Again, you know me, I don't love a lot of huge branding on the back of it, so this is nice, just has it right there. Has a nice feel to it. I don't know, I guess it's a plastic. And then there's your little Apple Pencil holder. Now first, and you'll see when I attach this thing, the Apple Pencil holder, you feel like, oh my gosh, there's no way, there's no ends to it, no clips to it. Is it gonna hold the Apple Pencil? Because you don't wanna lose a $100 pencil. But I have been using, and by the way, here's the other one. And this one is not see-through, just straight black. And this, not black, but I guess it's a slate gray, whatever you want to call it. This matches the keyboard that comes from Apple, pretty much color for color. So that's a nice touch. But again, I've been using this for about 2 weeks. I've had it on my iPad, and I love it. I really do. Again, I don't like cases, but I love this thing. So let's get to it real quick. I'll show you how it kind of goes on. So let's take off the... Sorry, trying to get this from behind here. Let's do it just with without the keyboard. So it pretty much just snaps in. It's a nice snug fit, and that's it. And you can, I don't know if you can see the precision, the cutouts are just perfect. I love the way it allows for your keyboard to attach. That's huge. You know, it has all your cutouts here, your volume up and down. I don't have it fully. There we go. Sorry. And it adds no bulk. And I have to say, the feeling of this thing is just awesome. It's kind of like it's a matte, not a rubber feel to it, but I don't know. It's just real comfortable, non-slippery. It doesn't show a lot of fingerprints. I really like it. So component number one, the Apple Pencil, literally you can go either way, but you just slip it right in. And again, when I first got this, I was like, oh boy, this is not going to be good. The cap is going to fall off. I feel like this thing is slide because if you can see, it's really not hard to move it, but I can't describe it. It's like a perfect snug fit. It's not too much, not too little. I've been throwing this thing around on my iPad. In my briefcase, been using it like crazy, in and out. And this thing, it doesn't even have an opportunity. There's no way it's coming out of there. I mean, this thing stays in. You're not getting that Apple Pencil out of there unless you want to get it out of there. And to get it out of there, it's real simple. Just a simple slide either way. So I don't know. It's a great design, I have to say. So that's number one reason I love it. Now I have a way to keep my Apple Pencil. And let's see here. Where am I? Number two, there's that, but it just perfectly fits with the keyboard. Look at the color. I mean, that's like spot on. I don't know if I see a difference at all, but it just connects so easily right to it. Let's see if I can do it with one hand here. Of course not. Come on. Kind of. Yeah, there we go. I got it. So, as you can see, now it's fully covered. This thing is covered. It's just seamless right there on the ends. It's just a great case. Feels great. Barely adds any thickness to it. This pencil, Apple Pencil, now sticks in it. And best of all, like I mentioned before, let's say you don't have an Apple Pencil. And I won't do that right now, but I did it earlier and it's really not hard to do. You don't have an Apple Pencil, you don't want this little thing. You literally can just clip this thing off and put this little, whatever you want to call this piece instead, and you won't have this little lump. And the lump is not necessarily a bad thing even if you don't have a pencil, because the other point it kind of does. It gives you a natural kind of writing surface. It acts as a little bit of a stand. Let's see. Sorry, someone texted me. I just wanted to show you. There we go. You do just a little bit of a lift. Let's see if I can show you here. So it's actually a nice, just gives you a little bit of a lift for writing, and it's nice and solid. So it works as a little bit of a stand. So I'm again, guys, almost lost it. This is a great case. Let's quickly pop this thing off, if I can. The point that it's snug is nice, but it's not on too tight. Just want to quickly pop this one off and show you the other one. Actually, this one I have not tried on yet. Again, nice and easy to put on. It's that simple. And I like this one because it shows the Apple logo on the back. I think that's cool. It comes in 4 different colors. This, which is I guess translucent or clear. This one that I showed you, and then there's a pink / rose gold, and then there's this kind of translucent. I think is it translucent? I need to go back to school on some subjects. Is this color, but kind of the slate gray or darker gray, whatever you want to call it, color. But this is kind of cool because it just shows your Apple logo. So guys, this is a cool case. 29 bucks. You cannot go wrong. Ultra thin. I will link in the description. But CoverBuddy or Switch Easy from CoverBuddy, definitely hit a home run on this one. Definitely recommend it. They have some cool other things too. I was looking at their site. They have some cool iPhone cases, a couple different cool things. So definitely check out their site. I would definitely recommend getting this if you have an Apple Pencil, especially. Even if you don't, grab one of these things. It's a nice ultra thin case. Doesn't add much bulk to your iPad Pro. By the way, if I didn't mention that this is the iPad Pro 9.7. They do have this for the iPad Pro 12.9. Is it 12.9? Why am I not remembering now? I think it's a 12.9. 12.9 inch. That sounds right. Anyway, if I'm wrong, I apologize. But cool product. Definitely grab one, guys. For 29 bucks, you can't go wrong. Won't protect your iPad from scratching up your iPad Pro. Definitely a thumbs up on this one. So thanks again for watching, guys. Talk to you soon. See ya. I forgot to show you. I had help in this video holding everything up from my little Star Wars guys here, so